Hello students. So we are doing the chapter 3 of grade 9, that is atoms and molecules. In the last session we have done Dalton's atomic theory. Now in this our next topic is atom. What is atom? An atom is defined as the smallest particle of an element which may or may not be capable of free existence. It is the smallest particle that take part in a chemical reaction. So you can define as the atom is the smallest particle which may or may not be capable of free existence, which may exist freely or which may not exist freely. And it is the smallest particle that take part in the chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, the atoms take part. For example, if I take the hydrogen atom, it cannot exist freely. So it combines with either with the other hydrogen to form hydrogen molecule, or with the oxygen to form water, or with the chlorine to form hydrochloric acid. They cannot exist freely. But if you see the noble gases like helium, neon, argon, these are the atoms which can exist freely. So atom is defined as the smallest particle of an element which may or may not be capable of free existence. It is the smallest particle that take parts in a chemical reaction. Okay, now our next question, how big are the atoms? Atoms are so small in the size that they cannot be seen under a microscope. Atoms are considered to be spherical in the shape. Their sizes are expressed in the terms of their radii called atomic radii. Next, symbols used to represent atoms of different elements. How we can represent the atom of different elements? First credit goes to John Dalton. He was the first scientist to use the symbols for the element for the specific sense. He was the first scientist to use the symbols for the each and every atom. But his symbols were complicated. It was unable to recall. So the next credit goes to Berzelius. Berzelius suggested that the symbols of the element be made from one or two letters of the name. So Berzelius was the scientist who has made the symbol so easy that it can be the letters. It can be one letter or two letter names of the element. Okay. Next, from the Berzelius, the modern symbols were discovered. Nowadays we use IUPAC approved names of elements. IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. You have to learn the abbreviation. What is IUPAC? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So they have given some guidelines for writing the symbols. The symbol of an element is the first letter or first letter and another letter. Okay, the symbol of an element is the first letter of that element or the first letter followed by some other letter, another letter of an English name or a Latin name of the element. The first letter is always the capital letter and the second letter is always the small letter. For example, hydrogen. We write hydrogen H, oxygen O, sulfur S. Okay, chlorine. First letter is C and second letter is small letter L. Okay, argon, capital letter. First letter is the capital letter and the second letter is small letter. Aluminium, Al. First letter is capital letter and second letter is small letter. Okay, next. Then what is the necessity of adding the second letter? The necessity of adding the another letter arises only in the case of the element whose name starts with the same letter. Okay, the necessity of adding the second letter. Why they have added the second letter? Because some element name starts with the same letter, like carbon, C. Chlorine, that is also starts with the letter C. So they have introduced chlorine. For chlorine is Cl. Copper, it also starts, the name starts with the C. So they have given the symbol Cu. Calcium, Ca, chromium, Cr, cobalt, Co. See, the names are starting with the letter C. So another letter has been introduced with their symbols so that it can be easy to recall. Okay, I have written some English name, some Latin name and their symbols. You have to study. Copper, the Latin name was cuprium and the symbol is given as Cu. Gold, arum, Au. Iron, ferrum, Fe. Mercury, hygram, Hg. So some symbols are given here. Potassium, that is calcium, K. We have the symbol of potassium as K. From where the K has came? From the Latin name. So Latin name, from the Latin name also the symbols have been given to the names of the element. Okay, next our question arises, what is the mass of an atom? Mass means weight. What is the weight of an atom? We express the mass as atomic mass unit. Weight of an atom, we express it as atomic mass unit. What is atomic mass unit? First, what is atomic mass? Atomic mass of an element is the relative mass of the atom as compared with the mass of an atom of carbon C12 isotope taken as 12 units. See, mass of an atom. Atomic mass of an element is the relative mass of its atom. Means it is the mass of an atom. This atom is compared with the mass of C12 atom. The atom, if you take any atom, its mass is compared with the carbon 12 mass of the atom of carbon 12 isotope taken as 12 units. Suppose if I take, this is a carbon atom, C12. C12 means carbon with the atomic mass 12. Now I have divided this carbon 12 isotope into 12 equal parts. Divide it. Take 1/12 part. Take 1/12 part of these atom and compare this mass with the other masses of the atom. Whatever you get, the mass equal to this atom gives the atomic mass unit. Again I am repeating, atomic mass of an element is the relative mass of its atom as compared with the mass of atom of C12 isotope taken as 12 units. Now what is atomic mass unit? It is defined as 1/12 mass of an atom of C12 isotope on atomic scale. Means you have to take the carbon with the atomic mass 12, its 1/12 part, and compare the mass of the other atom with that. That is atomic mass unit. Then what is relative atomic mass of that element? It is defined as the average mass of the atom as compared to 1/12 mass of one C12 atom. Relative atomic mass means you have to calculate the average mass of the atom as compared to 1/12 mass of the one C12 atom. I have written atomic numbers, element, symbols, atomic mass. 1 to 30 atomic numbers I have written with their names, with their symbols and their atomic mass. You have to learn this whole table, complete table you have to learn. See, 1 is hydrogen, symbol is H, its mass is 1. Second is helium, symbol is He, mass is 4, atomic mass is 4. So you have to learn this table. 30 elements you have to learn the atomic masses. Next, how do atoms exist? Atoms of the most of the elements are not able to exist freely. I have told you that atom cannot exist freely. Only the noble gas atoms can exist freely. So they exist in the combined state with the other atoms of the same element or with the different element. Suppose if I take hydrogen, it combines with the same H to form H2, O2, N2, Cl2, okay, F2 with the same elements. Or with the atoms of other elements like H, HCl, CO2, HO2, etc. These are called as molecules. They can also exist in the form of ions, that is Na+, Mg2+, O2 minus, N3 minus, etc. So atoms can exist in the exist freely. They can exist in the combined state. They can combine with the same element or with the different element. If okay, or they can exist in the form of ions. Next, in-text question of page 35. Define atomic mass unit. It is defined as the mass equal to 1/12 mass of an atom of C12 isotope. Why it is not possible to see the atoms with the naked eye? Why it is not possible? Because atoms are so small in size whose radius is very less. They are so small that our eyes are unable to see it. So, what is the answer? Atoms is an extremely small particle whose radius is of order 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. The size is so small that our eyes are unable to see it. Okay, till here I am going to end the session. Thank you.